Pickaxe.
Hello and welcome to 0 Degrees, the podcast with zero qualifications, where we try and solve your qualifications.
We're going to try and solve your qualifications. Come on.
Try and solve your qualifications.
Send it in.
Try and solve your qualifications. You know what? Just keep it in.
Just fucking use
That's
it.
the intro. That's the fucking intro.
Send
Just
it.
use it.
Ravs, how you feeling, Ravs?
You did alright, Ravs?
You all right, Ravs?
I'm fine.
You're fine? It's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep,
Ravs
it's
is
fine.
hungover. Ravs is
Your
hungover.
thumbs up. Your thumbs up.
Thumbs up emoji.
Your thumbs
We
up
can't.
emoji.
We can't revisit that again. We can't.
Yeah.
He's passively aggressively telling us that he's actually not okay. So hangover check.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we failed the hangover check.
I've been a good boy recently, but last night I had a few cocktails and I'm not good.
I'm not good.
I ended up at the 0 Degrees microbrewery in Bristol last night, though.
Oh my God,
Amazing.
sleeping with the enemy, Ravs.
Amazing.
Sleeping there, I know. Or was I just preparing for the podcast?
Ooh.
No, probably sleeping with the enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. True.
Was it good?
It was pretty good in there. It was like really big. It was quite nice. Like, yeah, the beer was kind of okay. I had one of the worst beers I've ever had in my life, and then another beer that I was like, ooh, that's really nice.
Wow, what a flippant review. Just what was the worst beer you had in your life? What was the name of it?
It was like, it was called like an Italian Pils or something, and it was literally like the most like bitter, sour, horrible aftertaste.
Ugh.
Yeah, but then I had like some like Czech lager thing. It was really nice.
Nice. Did you saunter in
Yeah.
there like, do you know who I am? Do you
walked
fucking
in and
know
I
who
was
I
like-
am?
I did walk in though. I was like, I wonder if I'm like barred from this place because
They've got a
So
shrine. They've got a Rav shrine
Yeah.
Our
somewhere
three
in the
faces
back.
just up there, like
yeah, our three faces
Yeah.
just back
we
do
know
not
what you're
serve.
like.
Yeah.
Don't want your podcasting type in here.
Dirty boys. What would you rate your hangover out of 10?
So because we had we cocktails,
Cactus.
we had cocktails.
Cocktails, sounds like-
we took some American friends. Bob was down visiting with Sarah and Sarah's American friend,
Mm-hmm.
and to Spitfire barbecue. So I
Nice.
had quite a few cocktails and lots of meat.
Were you
I was like,
sponsored?
okay.
Is this sponsored? Are you just
No.
name? Are you
Rav's
getting,
night
are you
out.
getting discount codes for these name drops?
Anyway, I'm
All this
drinking
free
some
clout.
Evian water right now. Just. And later on, I'm going to order McDonald's because I'm loving it.
No free clout on this podcast. No
this
free
is the-
clout. Stop name
this is the-
dropping.
No, guys, I'm sponsored. Okay, I didn't want to tell you I'm sponsored.
Just you.
Anyway, so I put on my Doc Martens and I and then I used some Vapor Rub and Vaseline.
Was it a joyous 4th of July?
It was a good 4th of July, but yeah, cocktails into beer was a bad move, and I don't think I've had a hangover like this in a while.
Wow.
We obviously went to that drag bingo thing, lads.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
a bad
oh
hangover.
my God. I felt rancid
Yeah.
the next day. Fucking
What was it? Could you want to
hell.
explain this drag bingo thing?
Yeah, it was great. It was at a bar, and it was playing sort of normal bingo. So they give you out the numbers and the pens, and they call the numbers out. But it was 2 drag queens were presenting it, and they were fantastic, very very funny. They did some performing in between the bingo. There were like some rules. So if one of the numbers was in the 20s, you had to compliment them. If one of the numbers was in the 60s, the whole bar had to get up and do a conga around the bar.
Oh my God.
That sucked for me and Lydia with our gammy
Oh,
legs.
Gabby legs. We were like, oh God, oh no, and also a few pints down at that point. But yeah, it was just really high energy, really good fun, like a good night out. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. But yeah, did feel absolutely rough as shit the next morning.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
I've been kind of well behaved recently, but I've had 2 hangovers in 2 weeks, and I've started to remember why I hate hangovers.
Oh, God.
It is grim.
They are
Doesn't feel
grim.
good.
They are grim.
Yeah.
But on that note, should we answer some questions?
Yeah, let's do some
Yeah.
questions this
Some
week.
questions.
Yeah, I get actually real quick, because the episode 50 just went out yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And people have been responding so positively to it. So we're hopefully looking at doing some more in-person ones. with video, because I know lots of people appreciate and love that. So don't think, because I realise now this is actually episode 52, so actually already quite deep in past 50.
Oh, yeah,
we
2
haven't
weeks ago
forgotten.
now.
We're just a little bit far ahead. So thank you for all the lovely responses. I hope you enjoyed that special episode, which now I guess will be less special because we'll do the special thing all the time. So we're ruining the specialness of it. But thank you for the lovely feedback. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you,
And
everyone.
thank you, lovely patrons as well. Maybe we'll be able to build a cooler set with more
True.
patrons. Smiley face.
True.
Degrees.com/patrons. Drink Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Thank you for those branded messages. Mildly drunk branded messaging from Ravs is exactly what we need on the podcast. Let's do a question.
Good question, right?
Sounds good.
Hey 0 Degrees. During the pandemic, I became very bored because social gatherings weren't possible. I don't remember why, but I somehow got the idea to buy a massive 10-inch aperture, 30-kilogram Dobsonian telescope. And I've been having a lot of fun watching and imagining the night sky since then. Did you guys develop some interesting hobbies during this time of social isolation? Are you still regularly partaking in this hobby now that the world has opened up again? Thank you for the wonderful year of podcasts. May many more amazing episodes follow suit this year. Greetings from the Netherlands. Just thought, what a lovely message.
I love that question. It's
Just
That's
such
a nice message.
wholesome,
It's
lovely
nice.
messaging
I like
question.
lovely. Also, I
Yeah.
fucking love that became their hobby. That's really cool.
That's a really cool hobby. I don't think
Yeah.
any of
Your
us could
fucking
do
lunch
it.
money. Give me your fucking lunch money, you little nerd.
What the fuck, Ravs? I was about to say, give me a telescope. That
Wow.
sounds banging. I
Give
want
me your
that.
fucking telescope.
Because I want to look at the night sky.
I feel like none of us could do it. Living in the city centre, the light pollution here is too bad
Yeah, light
to,
pollution
dreadful.
sucks.
to be a telescope peeper. Did you guys pick
Yeah.
up any fun
Also, wait,
hobbies?
Ravs definitely could never a telescope. He'd be fucking peeping in all the neighbours, wouldn't he?
That's true.
What?
Yeah.
No,
He
just because...
he couldn't be trusted.
No,
he
Only
couldn't be
know the
trusted.
wipe of my arse, standing up, watching the neighbours. Ooh.
I
the
don't have a
neighbours.
window in my bathroom.
Oh.
Well, you'd
Well,
find
that's right. He's going to drill a hole in the wall. It's
a
worse.
massive hole in the wall. And just
Hold on a second. So because I have expressed interest in pegging, you think I'm some sort of pervert?
No, this
who
wasn't
would
the
use a
pegging, Raz. This is the
telescope for
standing.
ill
This is the
good?
standing up,
this is
wiping the
you,
arse, mate.
Rav.
This is the
Yeah.
other.
There's a lot.
Okay.
This has been created from so many different aspects of you.
Yeah.
You would definitely be there doing your what was it, rear window, whatever fetish. Sitting
What?
there.
No, I don't have a rear window
No,
fetish.
That's
not like you're-
rear window
No,
fetish.
wait, not like
What
not
does
like
that
an
even
asshole.
mean?
I know, what does that
What
mean?
does that mean? I'm googling
Oh
it. What
my
is
God.
a rear window
is
fetish?
a movie. It's a movie. At least I hope I've said it right. It's Rear Window, right?
Exploring fetishism in Rear Window. What?
Well,
What
no.
is it?
The fuck?
Rear Window.
Wait, have we just
It's
found some weird shit
Oh my
Lydia's
god,
into?
it's a fucking movie, you dumbasses. It's
What
a
the
hit. It's a hit, very famous Hitchcock movie.
From 1954,
Yes.
you boomer.
Oh my god. Okay, this movie.
sorry,
You
Rear
need to watch
Window
this
fetish.
movie. You need to watch this movie. It is
What?
so good. It's basically about a guy who breaks his leg, relatable, and he's bored and he is looking at his neighbors through his telescope, not to jack it, he's just watching.
Wait,
and
it's
he's-
not even called the Rear Window movie. It's
It's-
called The Pleasure of Looking, Liddy. You didn't even
It's
get the
called
name
Rear
right.
Window. It's called Rear Window. What
No.
have you looked up? It's called
Oh, I
Rear
put-
Window.
I looked up Rear Window fetish.
Yeah, well, then of course you've searched for porn.
There's a lot of interesting porn around this subject matter, Lydia.
Anyway, it's a classic, iconic Hitchcock movie. And I was saying you were doing that. You were living out, but he basically sees a murder take place. I was saying you were doing that. You were living out that fantasy, not that you were looking at people's rear windows, aka their assholes.
Have you seen, I've just posted a picture of a man wearing some underwear titled Rear Window.
Wowie! I mean, that is
Wow.
yes.
Oh my
Now,
god. That's
little
like the
peek.
all plumbers wear
Small
that.
That is
hark back to a couple
nice.
episodes ago, but that is attractive
is
nightwear
nice.
for a man.
That is
That is-
lovely.
Actually-
It's like cleavage. It's like bum cleavage.
got
It's
me-
like bum
got me
cleavage, yeah.
feeling comes in a way.
Would you peg that man? That man right there. That is
he's
a
the
peggable
access.
bum.
Very nice.
I love it.
But yeah, sorry, we've got a bit of topic now. Hobbies.
What were we arguing about?
No, we were talking about hobbies in the night sky.
Yeah, so in the pandemic, I guess we can broaden that in case anyone didn't pick up any hobbies, but were there any like habits or hobbies that you picked up from that pandemic? Because it feels like it is kind of becoming a distant memory, the whole COVID pandemic, stay inside, lockdown era.
It both lasted forever, yet feels so long ago. What? What?
Oh, you just see what Mousy's posted? So, if you're listening at home, we post in the Yogscast recording Discord these images, so everyone else sees them. And Mousy just got a notification that she screenshot says, Barry, Yogscast General, Giggle Fetish Men's Leatherette Trunks 21.png.
Bestie, what the fuck? Laughing my ass off. Oh my god.
It's fine. We really should have our own private channel for these kind of images.
We really should stop polluting everyone's Discord with this filth that we've got. Right, yeah. What,
let's try and maintain on topicness.
Okay. Hobbies, things
Hobbies
that
and
we started
habits.
doing. Right. Gosh, let me have a think.
Has no one got any? Did no one pick up any hobbies?
I think I did. No, I think the only pandemic thing I did that was different from my normal life was that, I moved to Bristol and I did some murder mysteries on Zoom.
I was about to say we did some murder
Installed
mysteries.
Zoom.
We did Zoom, but then it's not really a hobby or anything, is it? That was more just like I'm
really
going out of
isn't.
mind with my mind with boredom. Let's fucking do something. I tried to learn I did go through stages because I broke my ankle during the pandemic, so I was like,
oh
double
my god, you
fucking
did!
bored.
Fuck, I forgot that was during then.
Double whammy of boredom, and I tried to learn how to do make like pom poms and stuff like that. Which was quite wholesome. And in classic me trying to learn anything fashion, I've got bored of it after about 5 minutes. But that was something wholesome that I did. I wanted to do all this stuff. I was like, because I can't move, I was like, I'm going to learn calligraphy and I'm going to learn crochet. But I'd lose my patience with that stuff so quickly. I just I like the idea of knowing how to do it, but I don't actually like learning how to do it.
Oh.
What about you, Howard? You do anything unique? Any new hobbies?
I was hoping you guys would have some. The only thing I did during the pandemic was start streaming. That was
well, there we go. That's something you're still doing now. That's a pretty big one. I still do it now,
and it's fun. I enjoy it. I love it. I did it partly for like the kind of social interaction aspect. Do you know what I mean? And that level of just being able to like talk kept me sane.
Yeah.
That was also the thing, right? Like we didn't really have time for hobbies because the pandemic, weirdly, in our industry was a boom.
Yeah.
So like we were just all streaming because it was just the best time for us. Everyone was at home. Everyone was watching.
Everyone wanted to watch streams and watch video. Yeah, it was weirdly a boom.
Yeah.
So I think we did more work than ever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that means we're stream boomers.
Oh my god, we're stream boomers. I'm film boomer and stream boomer.
I guess then, what's a hobby, Lily? Do you regret passing up your pom poms? Like, is there a hobby that you guys wish you'd taken up during the
Business
pandemic?
could have grown. I wish that during the pandemic, and especially when I was bedridden, I wish I'd picked up the guitar again because
really?
I mean that's something I'm doing a bit more now recently. But I feel like knowing an instrument is such a good fucking ability to have, and it's so like it's such a tangible, is that the right word? Like I can learn a song and then play it and it's lovely, whereas I think if I start things like crochet, I get, I don't know, a quarter way through and I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? I can't finish it. What am I? Oh, I hate this. Whereas because I know a bit of guitar, so I wish I'd done something like that.
I didn't know you played guitar. That's a new knowledge about Lydia.
Well, yeah. So I started learning when I was like 16 or something like that. And I have had huge periods where I just haven't played it at all. So all I know is the basic chords and things like that. I played it for you, Ravs, the other day.
Yeah,
I serenaded you outside the window.
Yeah, Lydia is a Wonderwall party-goer.
Actually, it wasn't Wonderwall. It was Don't Look Back in Anger.
Yeah, I know, but you're the person at the party who grabs the guitar and sings an Oasis song.
Oh, I did, but I didn't sing it. I just played it.
That's true.
We were doing karaoke, so I played it whilst you guys sang. Yeah,
it was great, and we all sang. It was great. It was actually really fun.
Don't you shit on my parade.
I'm not shitting on your parade. It's winding you up.
But yeah, probably that. What about you guys?
I wish I could have learned, like, I don't have a piano or a keyboard, but I really want to learn piano or keyboard. And if I had to pick a hobby, it would be learning that.
You should get one. There's no time like the present.
Yeah,
I guess so.
getting keyboards isn't too expensive. You can get like a pretty cheap
Yeah, cheapy one. Yeah, cheapy one to learn off of. Just a little electric one.
And they're quite like space efficient. Do you know what I mean? They're not. You can get enormous ones, but they're not enormous.
I've got one and it's not big at all.
Yeah, I really should get one at one point. Just fuck around with it.
I feel like if you have it like on like a sliding thing underneath your desk, then you would just do it mindlessly. Do you know what I mean? You'd be like watching YouTube and you're like, and you just do it. You do it while you're not even like thinking about it.
Yeah. That's a good way strategy of doing it. What about you, Harry?
I feel like I need to find the time, but I really want to go back to doing like traditional art, like actually like painting with oils and doing some landscapes and stuff.
That would be
like
lovely.
I have the romantic idea of when I go on a holiday, I will actually take some paints with me and do a painting and do some scrapbooking.
Dude, you gotta wear a stripy black and white shirt and have a
shaved down to my moustache as well. Yeah.
Yes. Fuck yes.
No, I want to get back to doing that, and also I wanted to do in the pandemic, but then I was very unartistically inspired being locked inside, so I feel like it was hard to do anything kind of kind of creative.
Banger view from your flat though. You could do a little fucking topless painting out there, just of a city landscape or something. Just get your shirt off and just do a little oily painting.
Well, also having a dog now, going out more, going to parks, and going on walks and stuff. I feel like it's more inspiring to do that. So it's still something I really want to do.
You should totally do that.
Yeah, it's something I will do. It's just time. Time is the killer of all these ideas.
It is.
I don't think I've ever seen any.
I wish there were more hours in a day.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen any of your like serious
I haven't done any like traditional art in a long time. But it's interesting because I've learned so much since I last did it. Not technique for traditional art, but so much about making art. I think it'd be really fun. So hopefully
do you have an iPad? I mean, I know it's less traditional when you're doing it on a screen, but like
no, it's not about doing it traditionally that I really. I want the texture and I want the. Yeah, I don't know. I miss it.
We did archery. Now we got to do like a life painting 0 degrees day out, so that God. We can have really shit ones, and then the reveal is that Harry's is a banger.
Oh my God, yes.
Do you reckon we could get anyone in the Yorks to be the model? Should we get Daff?
Daff said he would do it.
What, like full on nude?
No, like a modesty with a modesty pineapple.
Yeah, modesty.
I don't want to see Daff stick. What the fuck?
No, but he'll have a modesty pineapple.
Right. Yeah. Oh, a pineapple. Wow. Okay.
Well, it's just nice to have a little pineapple down there. Yeah. Just protecting it all.
Yeah. I mean, fuck yeah. I'd love to do. Actually, that's one thing I've always wanted to do. Life drawing. I've always like one of those. I really one day I should get around to booking it. I really want to do that.
Yeah, I feel like we just need like a good like coach or someone to come in, to really direct us.
Yes.
Yeah. The next 0 degrees day out sorted.
Boom.
Penciling it in. Life drawing.
Love it. We'll just be creative with the use of the blur on the video.
I'm intrigued though. I feel like our listener who is invested in telescopes now isn't alone. I feel like because like you say, we worked more during the pandemic, weirdly. I feel like people would have picked up lots of weird hobbies. So I kind of want to know. I want people to write in and let us know what weird hobbies they picked up or habits.
Yeah, or just normal habits, like or hobbies and stuff. One thing I did start doing, which is so fucking dumb, is not dumb, but it was I got obsessed with doing, those stupid games where it's like, find the hidden object and do these puzzles to get out of here, and they're always
the mobile games,
kind of like mobile games, and they're on the Switch, and I would wait for them to get discounted. I probably played like 60 of them. I would sit there. They take like 4 hours to do. I got obsessed with playing those games. I've played every single freaking one there is.
Oh my God, that is like brain rot.
It was brain rot.
It
was brain rot. It was absolute brain rot. But I became obsessed with them. I fucking loved doing them. So that.
To be fair, I feel like there was a level of like we just latched onto things that would pass time.
Yeah,
that was
anything.
It's a good thing to pass the time.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's grab another question. We're doing it today. Today is the question day.
Question day.
We got so many questions. We're getting so many questions sent in. They're really good as well. So keep sending them in.
Disney are looking to build another theme park. They've narrowed it down to they've narrowed down the choices to Harry World, Lydia World, or Rav's World, with access to Disney's funding. What 4 themed lands would you put in your theme park, and what rides would you have?
Oh my
Themed
God.
Lands.
Should we take 1 minute silently to just write down on a notepad what we're going to do and then come back to each other?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we've reconvened.
So in Harry World, you can experience Blebanese Land, a wonderful encyclopedic look at all the stupid bleb words through history and time. Politic Zone, too boring for Latrams and Lydia to go to. Blocker World, a hellish world where people, animals, and environments are all made of blocks. Everything is in pain and always screaming.
Nice. That is a horrible theme park. I love that. That is scary.
Scary, titillating, and boring.
It's nightmarish. Okay, that's great. And
Okay, I like
if
that.
me and Raz were to give you another bit.
Yeah, what
Of
bit's
yours.
missing from Harry World?
Oh, Pepper Park.
Oh,
the Pepper Pep Zone.
Pepper Pep
Mhm.
Zone.
It's just a giant arena with Pepper in the middle and everyone
Yes.
watching.
That's, oh my God, I'd go there. That's perfect.
It takes her forever to run to any of the guests because she's so tiny.
There's like, like there's like put 25p in and it just like dispenses one treat. And it's just like everyone around just like, yes, dispense the treat.
Perfect. Okay. All right.
I love that.
Who's next? Ravs, do you want to go?
Okay, all right. I didn't put as much passion into
I
Ralph's
didn't either. I'm panicking like, oh shit.
Okay, so welcome to Rav's Land. On the left, you can go to Shadow Moses because I would obviously seek permission from Hideo Kojima to put some Metal Gear themed shit in there.
Nice,
Yeah.
Kind of
nice.
like how Disneyland has a Star Wars thing now.
Okay.
That's what I would want.
I'd love that.
Then you can head on over to Twinkle Town, which would be where the rides are, and there'll be lots of star themed things and the food trucks and rides and shit. And then Tropical Island, because I really like tropical flavors. So I was just like, I just want to go there and drink like some mango or some shit,
Just go
What
there
the
and drink a
fuck?
fucking
Yeah,
mango
I
drink.
was like, I just want to have like a nice tropical beach and go like drink some pineapple and mango smoothies.
That'd be nice.
Right. Okay.
Mhm. As for rides, I've never been on a roller coaster, so there's 0 roller coasters.
Oh, we got to change
Yeah,
that, Raz.
I
We got to get you on
fucking
a
hate
roller
roller
coaster.
coasters. So my theme park will have no roller coasters. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to Disneyland on Monday, so
Oh my God, it's your first time.
Wait,
Yeah.
Ravs, do you not hate roller coasters? You've just never been?
I've never been on one.
What?
I've never been on one.
How have we never talked about this?
I feel like
I
maybe
think we
might have.
I definitely know this. I think we have.
Maybe we've mentioned it at the pub or something. I don't know.
Maybe it's not been on podcast.
It might not have been on podcast.
You've
I've
never
never
been on
been
a
on a
roller
roller
coaster?
coaster.
What
No.
the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on one at Disneyland. I think if I don't puss out,
Why didn't you say in Vegas? There was like a million roller coasters about and stuff.
because this condition I was in Vegas, I don't think I would survive the roller coaster.
Honestly, going on a roller coaster would have been the least dumb thing you did in Vegas.
Yeah, probably.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I'll-
good luck on Monday.
Yeah, let us know.
I guess next week when we record the poddy, I'll tell you how it went.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Give us an update.
Yeah.
All right, Liz, hit us. Hit us with Lydia World. I gotta know.
Okay. All right. So to your left in Lydia World, you'll find Broken Bone Abode. And
Oh my god.
all the rides
no.
don't really work very well. Take a step onto, those like elevators that like the falling lifts and they like drop you really fast. Well, this one doesn't really work and it just keeps on falling when it hits the ground.
Oh.
Oops, there goes your legs.
God.
The pirate ship that just keeps on spinning all the way around until you're thrown out and every bone in your body breaks. So there's that area. And then if you keep going straight, you can go to Cat Lady County. And it's basically
Oh.
like, I imagine that pub in Bristol, which is the cat pub, which is just stinks of piss and has cats everywhere. It'll be like that. It'll
That
be like
sounds great.
Yeah, like the Simpsons Crazy Cat Lady. That would be me wandering around screaming, throwing cats, and there's just cats everywhere, just fucking everywhere, and you just cuddle them, and it's great, and it's pissy, and it's lovely. And then if you take a right, you can go to the Wonderland of Wine. And I imagine it to be like, Chess What Adventures had the like the bubble works, like the ones, or actually it could be a plethora of things. It could be like that, like the Simpsons episode where Lisa drinks the water and I am the lizard queen, where so it is that, but it's wine. And it will be like the log fume ride, but with wine. So when you go down, you just open your mouth with the splash. You're just like, ah, and you have like a funnel. You try to get as much as you can.
Fucking hell. Right, well, I know what zone you need.
What do I need?
You need the fucking hangover zone.
Yeah, the hangover zone.
After all of
Fucking
that,
hell.
your bones are broken.
Your bones are broken. You need the rest and recuperation zone.
Yeah, it did a bunch of like beanbags and darkness and
Yeah.
noise cancelling
And
headphones.
McDonald's, just
And
a
baked
buffet.
beans.
Yeah.
Also, where's the baked bean
I
river?
know.
Lydia?
I was thinking of something
Yeah.
like that, like a baked bean
The
river.
baked bean bonanza.
Like River Rapids, but with baked beans. Something like that would also work. Oh, Ravs, we need to give you another segment as well.
Let me fucking guess. Ravs' pegging world. Ravs' fucking stand up wipe his bum land.
No, Loris, it was going to be lovely, Ravs. It was going to be a lovely zone, and you've ruined
Yeah,
it.
you've
You've ruined it with your
ruined it.
cynicalism.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
No, it's going to be the pegathon. Come on down to the pegathon. Bend over, bitch. You're getting pegged.
Jesus Christ.
And it's just Ravs bent over.
It's just a roller coaster that you have to ride backwards, and at the end you get
You
pegged.
just go, it goes, it's like one of those swinging pirate ships when it just swings into your ass.
Oh my god.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
ruin you.
That's fucked up. It's a
While I'm
fucked up.
sipping on my little pineapple mango
Oh
smoothie.
my
Oh
goodness.
my god.
What do you think?
Wow.
Which one would be the most popular?
I feel like Lids. I would like to go to yours just for the cats and drinking. I think
Cats and
that sounds
drinking.
great.
Maybe the
Yeah,
Broken
sounds
Bone
nice.
Abode won't be.
Yeah,
so
I feel like
popular.
that bit is not going to be popular.
I might get sued. I mean, I'm telling you what it is. You can't sue me. You have to sign a waiver. You're
Yeah,
going to
it's
get fucked up.
very upfront.
Very upfront what I'm offering you. I want to go to Pepper Park as well. I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
She's cute.
Pepper Park.
But I don't want to go to the politics. Sorry, politics.
I do want to ride the I do weirdly want to ride the pegging boat.
Oh, do you now? Very interesting.
Weirdly, I want to ride
Ah,
it. And maybe that's okay.
okay.
Maybe that's okay to feel like
Wow,
that.
I think I've like wormed it into your brain, Harry.
my
You've
God.
broken me. You've broken my
Yeah,
fucking
I've broken
brain.
you. Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Harry is now a based pegging enjoyer.
I don't know if we can say that yet. I don't know if we're ready for that statement yet. All right, should we grab one more question?
Yeah. Hi guys, degree holder here with an issue I have zero experience with. An online friend of over 4 years who I have met and hung out with in real life a few times, and we've both recently developed feelings for each other and want to try something out. The problem is long distance doesn't really work for us. Meanwhile, I'm working overseas for a few months and will then go to grad school, and she has a couple more years of college herself left since she switched majors. We're both pretty committed to waiting for the right moment, moving to the same place and trying things out then, but it's hell to have to wait that long, and I'm a pretty nervous person. Added problems. This was the first person I was ever able to confess to, so I'm not super experienced, and she's trans, so we'd probably be moving somewhere away from our home state that could be more welcoming to her. I was wondering if you had any advice for the waiting, the moving, and the general trouble of overcoming all these barriers of distance, logistics, and experience. Cheers. Whew.
God.
My
Oof.
goodness, that's a big old situation to be going through. God damn. Okay, right. So let's
I
break
also
it
feel
down.
like I feel like this question's been here for a minute, so I feel like this person may have already progressed in classic zero degrees
They've
fashion.
already got
They've
married
already-
and like everything's already.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
fine. The
happened.
problem is already
Yeah.
solved.
It's way already solved. Okay, so this person, so they made friends with someone online. They developed feelings. They have met online, but as they're both very busy in their careers and their jobs and things like that, they're going to wait until they both can move to the same place to be together, right? So that's the sort of general consensus. Have you've ever said? I don't know if we've talked about this. Has anyone ever dated someone long distance? Have we talked about this on the podcast? I feel like
don't
we
think
need
we have.
I don't know.
We need, like, a
I've
frickin'
I've done
form.
long distance a couple times, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
How
think
long
Yeah.
distance was it?
Paris.
Oh my god, your favorite.
Yep.
So that is pretty. I mean, that's an entire different country.
a different country takes the biscuit. That adds a lot of complication, right?
Yeah, it was very difficult. Did not enjoy it very much.
How often did you see her?
We would meet up like every second month or something. I think we'd like meet up.
It's pretty good.
They came to the UK a lot, and
Yeah.
I went over to Paris once, and then never again because Paris is a fucking dumpster fire.
Sorry, Parisians.
No, I'm not sorry. I back up
I'm
Paris'
not
statement.
sorry.
I quite liked Paris when I went. All right, but each
Yeah,
their
the
own.
touristy centre bits are all right. The rest of it's bleh, bleh, bleh.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like, I don't know, what's our takes on long distance? I think actually at some point all of us have been in long distance relationships, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yes, I have for like a year. I was in
Yeah.
a long distance, still in the UK, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess long distance in the UK is different to stateside
Yeah,
long distance,
yeah.
but still, it's not. I would define long distance as anything where you cannot, easily within a day, and the drop of a hat, go and see them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly right.
I would say like you can't just jump on a bus and go see them. You can't just walk to their house. Like if you have to like travel,
book a flight.
or it's like a
If you're
ride that
traveling
takes a
minimum
few
like
hours.
an hour and a half, 2 hours, it's long distance.
That's long distance because you don't
Yeah.
just you don't just like, oh, we finished work, do you want to hang out tonight or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't exist. So
No.
everything has to be planned and like accounted for.
And it is it's really taxing.
Yeah.
Like it's not. I don't ever spoken to anyone who's in a long distance relationship where the objective isn't to get together, in some place or someone move to accommodate it. Everyone who's in long distance is like, this is fine, but this is not the plan. This is not optimal. Like you have to have like that constant objective of it's not going to be long distance anymore.
Is that well? Yeah, I think if you're in a long distance relationship, you have to have a goal that we are eventually going to live in the same place. Otherwise, what's the point? Like,
Yeah.
you can't do long. I mean, I guess you could do long distance forever, but I mean that can't be fun. Like,
No, fuck that.
that's a lot of stress.
I also find that the passion just kind of fades away in long distance as well.
It's very taxing. It requires
Yeah.
way more input from both parties to keep it going.
Yeah.
So much more effort and like keeping in touch and like making sure that you're like there for them and calling them and all of that stuff. You have to try so much harder with because they're not just there.
And that payoff of when you get to, be with each other or you finally get to move in, it is worth it. Like I do think it's all worth it in the end, and I do think it's like it's a good test on the relationship, right?
Oh
Which,
yeah,
through some good
absolutely.
trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
But by God, it is hard. It's not the easiest way to like start relationships. Is miles and miles apart from each other. It's not optimal.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like wish it upon somebody.
No, it's not ideal. I imagine now with, I mean, back in the day with the internet, it was always like, don't talk to strangers. If you talk to someone on the internet, they're probably a pervert. Whereas now the sort of vibe, the consensus of the internet has changed so much that so many people are meeting their friends and their partners on there. There must be a massive influx of long distance relationships because of the internet. Like,
Yeah, there must be
meeting
way
people
more than ever.
that
Which is
don't
great
live
because
near you.
it's meeting people that you would have never had the opportunity to meet before. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's wonderful. A bit of advice that I got that I really really rated was every time you meet up and you do see each other, always set that date for the next time you're gonna meet up.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Just because it keeps it. Otherwise, it becomes very aimless and it doesn't feel tangible. But be able to be like, okay, cool. We have the next, even if it's in a long time, like 3 months, 4 months. It's worth just having that.
It's something to look forward to.
Yeah, just it gives it that solidity that feels really, really valuable. So I highly recommend that. I think that really helps.
Yeah, that's a really good shout, actually.
And I think just you have to take the leap and go and move and be with each other, even if it's a temporary thing. Going and trialing it, going and renting a place in their city for a couple months or something. I think it's you don't have to live together, but
have a backup plan as well.
Yeah. That's why I think moving into each other, if it's only been a little bit, is quite extreme, especially for a long distance relationship. Like if you haven't met up that many times, so maybe go and book a hotel and stay. Give yourself that excuse. You probably won't want to, but give yourself that excuse that you can remove yourself, and it's not. You don't have to put all the eggs in one basket and super pressurize the situation.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't want to be like kicked out of their place in a city like on your own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? because you guys didn't get on or whatever. Like, yeah, always have a backup plan.
Yeah, I definitely think that as much as I'm with this particular question, I don't doubt that they are very well suited for each other, and they, I just think that moving, especially moving to a whole new city, both moving to a whole new city when you've never lived together before, and then living together, sometimes you don't really know someone until you live with them. Like,
No.
I've known people who have been in amazing relationships and they've lived together and they just clash. Like it's not sunshine and roses. It's actually turned out they just aren't compatible like that. So
And
definitely,
that isn't a reflection on either of you two.
No,
That doesn't work.
not
It's just,
at
that
all.
just, sometimes it doesn't pan out. Like,
sometimes it doesn't
fine.
work. You're just not right for living together. So I would definitely take Harry's advice and say, like, if you can do as much like practice living together, like hotels or going away on holiday with each other for a week, just seeing how that goes will be a really good indicator.
Yeah.
Because fuck moving to a whole new city and then realizing, oh wait, this is, we're not compatible to live together kind of thing.
Yeah. I think we've given some good advice there. I think
Yeah, I think we nailed it.
that's actually something we all have experience in, though, which is helpful.
Yeah.
Which is really helpful.
And I think
good luck to that person,
good
though.
luck. And in terms of like the way, it'll come here. It'll be there sooner than you even know it. Like time is flying by, and it'll be worth it in the end. So.
And don't be too worried about our doom and gloom about long distance.
Oh yeah.
Sure, like, just give it a try.
Give it a
You gotta
try.
give it a try.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes it's unavoidable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Should we call it there? Actually, you know what? We're going to go record. We're going to go record a little Am I the Arsehole?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we
Patrons.
are.
Well, extra patron time.
Ooh,
At patreon.com/0degrees.
Yeah.
Lots of new patrons lately. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much, everyone. Yeah, we do a little short Am I the Arsehole episode for Patreon listeners. So if you want to hear that, then join the Patreon.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for supporting us. It helps us eat and also helps us build more cool things.
Yes, it does.
There we go, Ravs. Perfect. All right. We will see you next week, everyone.
Goodbye.
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 Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.